come, Roux? Let's have some R&R, shall we? Roux reads Reddit. First of all, I would just like to say thank you so much to everyone who subscribed, commented, liked. I'm just amazed. Like, I can't believe this is happening. I'm literally feeling like I'm in some sort of like Twilight Zone. We just hit 3,500 subscribers. My mind is blown. I like to make a special shout out to ... I am not insane! Not only was your early bird message wonderful, but also you gave me a good laugh when I saw your awesome screen name when you subscribed to me. Today I have 10 more stories for you. Yes, 10 more stories of ChoosingBeggars. Let's begin. But you gave it to sick kids for free! Or as the poster titled it, oh, you volunteer? That must mean you'll work for free for me too! Background. I am a private tutor, math, chemistry, and ACT, SAT prep. I work for a company where I have my own little office that matches me with clients and takes care of the initial work with the families. This makes my life infinitely easier compared to when I was freelancing. But I still kept working with a couple of the families that I met while freelancing when I started working at the company. One such family is just wonderful. Their son, Paul, has improved tenfold over the last 2 years, and they've become like a second family to me. I also volunteer my time at a children's hospital. I play games with younger children that are too sick to live at home, and I tutor some of the older kids that have to miss school due to their illness. The ones that live at the hospital have dedicated schooling programs, but I work with the ones that miss a few days at a time for various procedures so they don't get behind on their schoolwork. So basically the poster is a saint, and of course someone is going to take advantage of that. Here's the story. My star student, Paul, got all A's and B's on his most recent report card, so his family took me out for a nice dinner. During the dinner, a friend of the parents came up to say hello. Naturally, they introduced me as Paul's tutor. The friend, Crazy Mom, or CM, responds, "Oh, but Paul is so smart, he couldn't possibly need a private tutor." I tried to make a joke of it, saying, well, he's doing so well because I'm his tutor. Everyone laughed. But then this lady doubles down and says to the parents, "You all should send her over to my house. You've only got the one. She needs to whip all of my crazy boys into shape." So then I politely say, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm not taking new clients." And Crazy Mom goes, "Well, they should just lend you out for a few afternoons." Lend you out as if you're like a property. Alarming. The vibe was very uncomfortable after that, but she left a few minutes later. At this point, I didn't think anything of it. Crazy Mom was probably just trying, and failing, to be funny. But then, a couple of days later, Paul was over at Crazy Mom's house, visiting his friend, and Crazy Mom asked Paul for my phone number. Paul is very, very sweet, but also very, very dense, so he gave her my number. The phone call.
Hello, is this Sugar Magnolias?
Hello, yes, it is. Who is this?
This is Crazy Mom. We met at restaurant the other night. Paul gave me your number.
Oh, he did. Makes mental note to punish Paul with trigonometry worksheet. What can I help you with?
I would like to schedule a tutoring session for my boys.
I'm sorry, I only take on new clients through my company. I would be happy to connect with you with them, and then you can request...
But Paul said you do free tutoring on Saturdays.
What? Are you talking about my volunteering? At the hospital?
Yes. If you have time to work for those kids for free, surely you can take on just 1 extra hour for 2 sweet kids.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but volunteering and working are just 2 completely different things. I'm not sure how to explain this any more clearly.
Well, what if I sent my kids to the hospital?
What?
Yeah, I can send my kids to the hospital and you can just squeeze them in while you're working on the other kids there.
Ma'am, I'm really not sure what to say, but the answer is no. I'm sorry, I would be delighted to connect with you in the company I work for. You can even request me as a tutor and they'll match you with me. I just can't take on any more clients personally, as I said.
No, I can't do that. The company is too expensive.
Well, ma'am, that's my rate. If you'd like a cheaper tutor, I could refer you to some of the other companies that are less expensive. There are also online tutors that are pretty cheap.
But you already work for free at the hospital. You don't make those kids pay out the nose. This isn't fair.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but the answer is no. I'm hanging up now. So I hung up on her. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. The whole conversation was just so incredibly surreal that I was stunned into inaction. I told Paul's mom what happened and she apologized profusely, saying that she would talk to Crazy Mom. I just hope that this whack job doesn't call my company and complain about me or write a bad review or something. Wow. First of all, it's so alarming that this crazy mom is like, you could just lend me that person. As if this family owns her. As if they can just be like, oh, I own you, I have paid you money, you are mine, I'm giving you away to someone else. Like, what is this? The 1300s? Oh my god. And who starts rationalizing with themselves that sick kids don't have to pay for it, so therefore your kids should get it for free too? They're sick. It's awful. Like, this is a great thing that someone's offering for free to them because they're having a really awful time in a hospital. And somehow, when sick kids get free things, so should your healthy children, because otherwise it's not fair? Wow. Crazy. Disney magic. Oh, Disney magic. Got a choosy beggar that's gonna ruin it for everyone. Oh. Dude tries to take disabled people's seat at Disney on Ice. I work with developmentally disabled adults, and I bought something like 20 seats for Disney on Ice one year. Basically, an entire row. Get to our seats, and this guy and his daughter are sitting in the middle of our row. Hey man, you're in our seats. There's a bunch of empty seats. Sit somewhere else. Me pointing at the large group of disabled people and accompanying support staff. This entire row is mine. I'm not moving. Dude, don't be a dick, just move. Don't you dare use that kind of language in front of my daughter. If you don't want to be called a dick in front of your daughter, don't act like a fucking dick in front of your daughter. At this point, an usher comes over to see what the problem is. I explain, he shakes his head at the dude, and upgrades all of our seats. Fuck that guy. Wow. So apparently cursing is a no-go in front of your child, but stealing disabled people's seats is like nice and dandy. That's just a-okay. Priorities. Let me pick. Or as the poster titled it, I want that guitar pick. I worked in a musical instrument store for a while, and it was a daily occurrence that a customer would ask for a guitar pick to demo something. I always kept 5 or 6 in my pocket to help out. No big deal. There was one pick I never gave out. My blue chip. These picks average at $35 a piece, and mine is no less an accessory to my existence than my phone or wallet. You see where this is going. A customer asked for a pick, accompanied by the usual, sorry, I should have brought one with me. Me, no problem, I always have a few spares, reaching for my handful. I hand him a basic Fender celluloid. Could I use that one? Reaches for my blue chip, assuming a yes on my part. Oh, sorry sir, this one stays with me at all times, but you can keep any of these other ones if you'd like. No, I want that one. I'll bring it back. Any guitarist will tell you that you basically never get the pick back, and it's not worth the risk. Again, you can keep any other pick here, but this one is $35. This one stays with me. I didn't even mean to have it in with these picks. It's usually in my wallet. Well, too bad. It's the one I want. Can't do it, but all of these are yours now. As I hand him all the spares I had, him puts them all on the counter. Is there a manager around? I get my manager, who gets a mild earful from this guy about our misleading customer service. I walked away for lunch and forgot about it. Boss tells me that the customer gave up after not long, leaving the store ranting about our customer service, which is top-notch, by the way. That is so bizarre. Like, okay, I'm not a guitar player. Like, I have very, like, I feel like I don't have the fingers for it. Like, you have to have long, beautiful, nimble fingers, like, ooh, Dracula. But, isn't any pick okay though. Like, I get, like, it's not gonna be like the experience of a lifetime without the perfect pick. But you're just gonna demo something in a store and someone's like, this is my special pick, you can't have it, I'm sorry. What kind of thought process do you have in your head where you're just like, I want it. I've seen it with my eyeballs. I can never forget that I've seen it. I must have it. I'm actually kind of an avid Reddit commenter, and I commented on this post saying, this is when you should lower your voice and look them dead in the eye whilst leaning over slightly and say, I murdered someone for this chip. Then suddenly snap back into your normal voice and continue, but you can have any of these if you want, with a big smile. And they commented, I had no regrets in life until this moment. Epic. Mind blown.
Hello, is Nintendo Switch bundle brand new $300 still for sale?
Yes, it's still for sale. Are you interested?
Yes! But $300 is a little too much. I was thinking more like $100 cash.
No, it's brand new sealed. It comes with 2 games which are also sealed. You can buy a Switch with no games at the store for more than this price, not even including taxes.
All I have is $100. Take it or leave it.
I already said no. It's brand new sealed.
Okay, what if you remove the plastic from it and sell it for me under $100 since it won't be new anymore?
Flawless logic. Meanwhile, a year later, lady I sold air mattress to came back a year later to ask for a refund. When I moved in with my now husband, I decided to sell my air mattress since we now had a guest bedroom with a real bed. I posted it on Nextdoor before I realized that my local Nextdoor was an utter shit show. I'd had the air mattress for a year or 2, but only used it twice, and bought it for $175, so I listed it for $50. I also put in the listing that I'd never had any issues with it, which is true. A woman emailed me and asked me if she could come and see it. I agreed, and she asked me to make sure it was set up so she could check it out. Fair enough. I inflated it and it was ready when she arrived. She spent no less than 25 minutes testing it out, lying on it, rolling around, asking me to be quiet so she could listen to air leaks. What? She could listen for air leaks? What, is this like, woman, does she have supersonic hearing? Okay. All was good, and I again told her I'd never had any issues with it, but had only used it twice. After 30 minutes of watching her writhe in my living room, she said she would take it, but only had $30. I told her again what I had paid for it and that I wouldn't take less than $50. She told me a long story about her limited income and how it was used, so I wouldn't get somebody to pay that much, etc. I refused to budge and she, grumpily, went home to get more money. I took it, gave her the mattress, she left, I praised the good Lord I would never have to have contact with her again. Right? Wrong. Over a year later, I'm at work and my cell phone rings. I pick it up and here's the conversation. Hello?
Hi, this is Crazy Lady.
I'm sorry, who?
You sold me an air mattress a while ago.
Oh, okay, can I help you?
Actually, yeah. Once I bought the air mattress, I used it with some friends and they said it deflates a little at night.
Okay.
I think it had a hole in it
that her supersonic hearing didn't detect? Impossible.
We haven't been able to use it because it deflates. I wasn't sure if I should contact you, but lots of my friends encouraged me to.
Me now getting frustrated and needing to get back to work. Is there something you need?
Yes. I'd like my money back. You sold me a defective product.
No, I didn't. I told you all the details of the product, gave you a very fair price, and you tested it out yourself before buying it. I also haven't heard from you for over a year.
Well, I called to try to give you a chance to do the right thing here.
The right thing? I haven't heard from you in a year. If you had an issue in the first week after I'd sold it to you, I might be willing to refund you. At this point, anything could have happened to it.
Well, that That is very disappointing. I really think you should refund me because there was a hole in it.
I'm not refunding you your money. I hung up and blocked her number. I'm sure she's still out there counting her pennies and trying to reach me. I think the funniest part is when she goes, "There was a hole in it," after her supersonic hearing was testing it out. Impossible, lady. If there was a hole in that mattress, your superpowers would have detected it, and you know that very well. Yes, you do. Yo, mama. ChoosingBeggars says I may as well give him my brand new PC for the price of my old Mac. So here is some background. I put my Mac desktop on a Facebook group to sell for $250. It was pretty old, but worked well enough and could work at a higher capacity once it gets reset or whatever. I built a new PC with about 1,100 worth of parts, and apparently it's worth just as much as the Mac. Hey, they're still up? Yes, the offer is still up. Why $250 for a Mac? What flaws does it contain? The only flaws would be scratches and other marks. The price is low because I've gotten a gaming PC and have no room or use for it anymore. So, how much for the gaming one? That's not for sale. The Mac is the listing that is up. So the same price would not hurt for the new computer you have? Sorry, but it isn't for sale. Not to mention I'd be losing nearly $1,000 if I were to sell my computer for $250. Are you interested in the Mac or not? First, fucker, computers are only for typing and searching. You don't need to play games. Sell me the shit for $250 because literally both do the same thing. Alright, chillax. Also, if both do the same thing, why don't you just buy the Mac? The youth fuckers with their smartness. Fuck off, your mother is a whore. Hope you fucking dies. Why do they always have to bring people's mothers into this? Like, what did my mom ever do to you? Also, isn't it just typical? People complain like, oh, millennials have ruined everything. The youth. And then it's always like old grumpy people who are the most insane on the internet, who post the most crazy, who act the most insane, who are the most entitled. Someone should give those people a mirror because guess what? The millennials aren't the problem. Shocking.
Steal it, steal it, steal it, steal it. I don't want to pay, just steal it.
I will not pay for material.
Hey mate, you're a Boilermaker, right?
Yes, I am. Who is this?
I'm a friend of Sam's. He said you're a Boilermaker.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, I am.
I got this job that needs wielding. Think you can do it?
Not sure. We don't really do foreign orders at my work. I'm not foreign. Yeah, I mean like outside jobs.
You did Sam's job.
Yes, but I did it outside of work hours.
So? You can do mine outside work hours.
What is the job for?
I need a trailer made.
Don't really know, but I'll see what I can do. Have you got material? If not, have a look at this link and I can help you with ordering.
Why do I need to supply material?
So I can do your job?
You did Sam's for free.
Yes, but he supplied material.
I don't want to buy material.
Well, I can't help you, sorry.
You did Sam's for free though.
Yes, again, he supplied material.
Can't you just take it from your work? You probably got heaps.
No, I don't want to steal from my work.
Just help me out. I really need this done.
I'm sorry, but I can't steal from my work. We order what we need for jobs and don't have much to spare.
Okay then. Fuck you Gronk, you probably shit anyway.
Cowboy hat emoji.
Fuck off, cunt.
Heart emoji.
Get fucked. I make more in a day than you do in a week.
Then just buy a trailer with all your extra money?
Fuck off. Locked.
I love the fact that he's just like, oh, you could just steal from your employment. No big deal. I get a really strong reading. Like, I'm not psychic, but maybe I am, and I've been watching a lot of psych lately. But, I got a feeling like this guy gets fired a lot. For valid reasons. And is unemployed. What a hoot. Or as the poster titled it,
I'll miss you.
I work at a retail business. Anytime an employee leaves who I had substantial enough contact with, I'll make a homemade stuffed animal owl for them. Playing off the pun that I'll miss you sounds like I'll miss you. It's so cute. Note, these owls are decorative, handmade, and not meant for kids. Choosy beggar.
You should make me an owl.
Oh, are you leaving? Found your way out of this hellhole?
No, you should just make one for my son.
Oh, well, I'm not sure that would be safe. The eyes are buttons and
He likes green and yellow.
I don't have any fabric like that right now. Plus, I'm not sure I have the time.
You could just do it real quick like the one you made for coworker M on your lunch break.
Coworker M's owl was partially done already. I just had to finish it on my lunch break because I thought he had one more day before he quit. And it still was partially hot glued together. Choosy beggar gets a call. Choosy beggar.
Okay, whenever you get it together.
Walks away on the phone.
But like sometime this week?
I never made the owl. She quit without giving notice a couple of weeks later. That's so bizarre. Like, did she know she was gonna quit? And she's just like, none of these people like me. I'm such an asshole. They're definitely not gonna make me this adorable owl. Let's just force them with my words to make it for my son. Like, it's like they think they have superpowers where they're just like, if they sound whiny enough, they'll just get anyone to do anything. Newsflash. You don't. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are now passing by the land of delusion, and if you look to your right-hand side, you will see a teeny plane passing us by. Wave at the nice delusional people. Teenagers try to kick me out of my plane seat. A few years back, 2 friends and I decided fairly last minute to go to San Diego over spring break. The plane had very few seats left, and we ended up all getting seated separately. Fast forward to the flight. We're boarding the plane. I get to my assigned seat. It's between 2 teen boys. I excuse myself and sit down between the 2 of them. They just sit there blatantly staring at me. My friend ends up in the row in front of me, seated in the middle between a husband and a wife. Husband gets up and trades seats with my friend. Not a big deal. One of the teen boys, I'll call him teenage boy, decides to say something to me. You're in the wrong seat. You need to move. Sorry, this is the seat on my ticket. You're not supposed to be sitting there. I get my ticket out at this point and show him. Dad? Husband from the row in front of us stands up and turns around. She's in her seat and isn't moving. We didn't buy the middle seats. Why don't you trade seats and sit next to your brother? But you said we'd get the row to ourselves. It's not fair. Did you think we were going to buy an extra seat so you didn't have to sit next to anyone? Offer to switch or cut it out. Teenage boy is red at this point and grumbles at me that he'll trade seats with me. I swapped seats with him, ended up in the aisle. I could see him out of my peripheral for the entire 4-hour plane ride, glaring at me and making faces. Well, at least they have good parents who aren't gonna put up with the bullshit. It's not entitled parents situation. I'll betcha they were planning on playing a game and using the middle seat as, like, their table. And they were not happy that they did not get to do this. Imagine expecting your parents to buy a plane seat for no one, just so you can have, like, a plane seat extra. Plane seats are expensive. Entitled much? It's a good thing the father just nipped that right in the bud. Now, the last story that I have for you guys is kind of special because it's not like a very clear choosy beggar story, but I feel like it's like a clear case of societal, institutionalized sexism, choosy beggariness. Okay, let's begin. Not today, sexism! Girl tries to con me into buying drinks for herself and friends. So I was standing alone at the edge of the dance floor at a bar my roommate was DJing. Just enjoying the music and sipping a beer when some girl comes up to me and starts a short conversation. Hi, how's it going? Pretty good, just enjoying the music. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. This music is great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. My roommate is tonight's DJ. That's cool!
Wanna get a shot?
Now, at this point, I'm pretty happy. This girl seems interested in me, and she might even be offering to even pay for mine. Obviously, I wouldn't be telling this story if this was the case. And here's how the rest of the encounter went. She leads me to the bar and introduces me to all of her friends. They all seem nice.
So what kind of shot do you want?
A shot of Jameson.
Bartender, we'll have 6 shots of Jameson.
At this point, I realize exactly what is about to happen, but I'm still hopeful that this girl is a nice person and not trying to get one over on me. And in either case, I know what I'm about to do. The bartender gives us 6 shots. That'll be $40. The girl pauses and then looks at me.
Aren't you gonna pay for them?
Nope. I take my shot, turn 180 degrees, and walk back to where I was standing before. Smooth. Gotta say, in that situation, that response, pretty smooth. And they say, it's common knowledge that if you ask someone if they want a drink, then you are offering to pay for both drinks or at least your own. This is very true. This is very true. Like, the reason I bring this story into this is because I feel like when you have inequality in a society where men think that, oh, if I buy you a drink, then you have to have sex with me, or girls can be like, oh, you have to buy things for me because, I don't know, boys have to pay. It's not doing anyone any favors. Both of those things need to stop. That's it for this time, you guys. I hope you liked the video and that you enjoyed the stories I picked. And if you have any stories that you want me to read, really good stories like this, do comment below. In the comment, though, make sure to comment that you want me to read it and that whether or not you want to be anonymous or not. So that's up to you. I have been thinking about making a chat, like a Discord server for all of y'all. Do comment below. How do you feel about that? And you know, I hope to see you next time. I post every Friday, so subscribe to keep tuned. Fun fact, to celebrate the fact that we hit over 3,500 subscribers, I posted 2 videos this week. One ASMR video and one Reddit rating. Thank you so much for watching.